so pretty all out here. And I was like, I want to come back and venture out more.
Oh, it's so much to do too.
Yeah. And then like there's, especially here, like in this little like 4-block radius, it's ridiculous. And I didn't even know the Fox Theater was that close.
Fox Theater, and all the teams play right next to each other. The Red Wings, Tigers, Lions, they all play right next door to here. So.
Are you born and raised?
Mm-hmm. Born and raised in Detroit.
Okay, right on. And how long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up for about 10 years now.
10?
Yep.
Dope.
Yeah.
And so what got you started?
So what got me started, this is actually full circle because this is where I was first exposed to on-stage entertainment comedy. A good friend of mine was a regular cast member with Second City back in the day when this was Second City, and she would perform weekly with like Keegan Michael Key and all those folks who are from here.
Okay.
Doing great improv and sketch. And after seeing that, this was like maybe 2005. And after seeing that, I was like, oh, I love this. And so I started taking sketch writing classes here. And with my classmates, we produced our very first sketch show and cast our first show right here on this stage.
Okay.
And then when I graduated Second City in about 2009, in our graduation show, I asked my teacher, I said, hey, I've been writing some jokes before the intermission. Can I just go out by myself and tell 5 minutes of jokes? And she said yes. I didn't think she would say yeah. And then I caught the bug. People started laughing at something that I came up with myself as opposed to getting laughs with groups on stage when you do improv. So that was like 2009. And then I just didn't do anything else for like 5 years because Second City just closed in Michigan. It was here no longer. And then I was just like, I need to get back into it. So I went back into improv again around 2014. And then around 15, 16, I started doing a lot of open mics. And then I started getting booked. And then I started becoming a host and featuring. And now I headline. And I still do both. And I teach improv now, too. So I teach improv. I produce my own improv game show that I created during the pandemic. Which played here April 28th, this past April 28th, and it's coming back September 9th. I created that, and it started as a streaming show online because the world was shut down.
Yeah.
And so I just do all those things now. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds, improv and stand-up.
You know what's funny is like improv games are really fun.
They're the best.
They're so much fun, and it's funny because like I know stand-up comedy and improv, they always like are like trying to verse each other for some reason.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes.
And it's like I was talking with another comic too that's from here, Patty, and
Patty.
she's also a guest in improv too. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to use every tool available to you in order to make a better? Because like you definitely. I feel like with the improv games, it makes you so much sharper after a while. The wit gets sharpened.
Yes. And that helps comics because you might have to deal with a heckler, or you might have to deal with the sound and lights going out. What are you going to do to entertain the crowd in this darkness without the mic working? One time that happened to me when I did a show on a golf course, a private show, and I started freestyle rapping with the audience, because we were waiting for them the sound guy to get things together, and I'm like, we have to do something fun. Yeah. So that's where improv comes in. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you said freestyle too, which is that's where I feel like both of like the things, even in music, when fools are freestyling, it's the same part. I feel like the same part of your brain is for funny.
Yep.
And that's why I feel like a lot of like rappers and stuff like that are like actually they're just funny people.
Right.
If they would just like, especially like when they just like just talk regular, like I'd like to hear more what this fool has to say because it's just really silly.
Yeah, I think most people if they're naturally quick-witted, they're automatically funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then and then you said you teach it too. Do you
Yep.
what do you like do you do how many days do you teach?
So I teach it's like a class term. So it's like 4 Saturdays in a row there's a class, and then the following Wednesday after that is the class performance show where we sell tickets and everyone comes. And am I able to mention another club that I teach at? So Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, that's where I teach it. So I'm their improv producer and instructor.
Okay.
So like the next class starts July 11th. So whoever signs up, we'll meet 4 Saturdays in a row, from like 10 in the morning to 12. Then the very next Wednesday, I'm getting them prepared so that we have a full audience and they're actually performing improv for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also teach a rhyming and improv workshop too, because I love musical. We just talked about that, right? So like I love musical improv so much, and I work with some of the best improvisers because I'm a resident improv performer, cast member at Go Comedy Improv Theatre, which is in Ferndale. And some of the best improvisers are still scared of the thought of rhyming or singing on the spot or even doing a poem. And so I teach this workshop that teaches people to get out of their head and teach them how to rhyme. And so at the end of every class, by the time they're done with my workshop, everyone has gone up stage and done some type of rhyme.
Okay.
Yeah, and they was like, I can't believe I did this. I'm like, see, it's really easy.
You know what else I looked to about? I was saying that this is the names that people come up for the troops.
Oh, the best. Can I tell you the best one I've ever heard?
The best one. Yeah.
So there's a girl named Shivani. She used to perform here, and then she and her family moved to Colorado. And their troupe is all women troupe called Notorious VAG. That is the best. I said, why didn't I think of that? And the way my brain thinks, I think of a lot of great group troupe names too.
Yeah.
And I hate when I think of one and I Google it and it's already used. So I came up of the idea of one called Fun DMC, like Run DMC. Someone has that already.
Oh no.
African Americans, someone has that already.
That's great.
A troupe called Quest, someone has that already.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite group, Tribe Called Quest. But I'm in an all-female it's three of us, black women, and we're named and Still I Improvise. Which is a play off Maya Angelou's And Still I Rise. Yeah. So I looked that up first. I was like, no one has this. Yes, this is our name. So, yeah, I love coming up with creative names and stuff.
It's so funny because it's like, and especially like when you have to hurry up and write it down.
You have to.
Because everyone
make a logo and everything.
Yeah. Because it'll for some reason, it could be such a good idea. Mm-hmm. But if you do 2 more 3 things and then come back to that, you're like, wait, well, how would it go? How did it go? What did it?
Or it's gone.
What was it?
Because there's only so many things you could come up with. Like I said, the play on A Tribe Called Quest. So there's only so many. If you wanted to name your troupe after a rap group, there's only so many that exist.
Yeah.
So you're lucky if you wait around too long, you're lucky if no one picked that up yet.
Yeah. Or even you're walking around town and you're like, and you overhear a conversation or you overhear like 2 words and put them together. Like, that's a great one.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a good one. Like, I got to write that down because I'm going to forget that.
Yeah.
I like that too. Like, that's one thing too that I've learned too is being a comedian. Like, I have to write. People are like, oh, you're a good writer, and it's like, no, I'm not a good writer. I pretty much like write on stage a lot. I go, I'm just a good jotter down in the moment of that thought that I'm.
That's how
use.
I am.
Yeah, right.
Every joke I've ever come up with, I was driving or I was in the shower as I was doing dishes. I was like, oh, that would be fun. That would be cool. I can't just meet with some friends and say, okay, we're going to sit down and write.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, your process is more of like just like you said, just a jot, and then you're like, I'm gonna work this out somehow.
Yep.
I'll figure it out because of the wit thing. I love that too because the wit for me. Someone had said this one time. This before I was doing comedy, but they go, wit is the highest form of thinking, and they're good because there's no thinking required. It's just an instinct. It's just something that it's really hard to teach, but it's something that you can sharpen.
That's right.
And I was like, okay, and so I was like, yeah, that's actually. I get that. And so that's why I did like improv too. And people were like, when I first got into stand-up, well, I know actually my second time when I came back, because I started at 16 and I stopped at like 19, 20.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't have anything else to talk about.
Right. I got you. Yeah, those life experiences.
Let me go live some life. So, and then I was like, got arrested and went to fucking like travel the world and shit like that and talk shit. And then, but like, I came back and I was, I like stand-up. I like laughing. I like making people laugh.
Yeah.
So in any way to do that, why wouldn't I try it or why wouldn't I go for it? And so I did like sketch as well. And it was like, why do you like sketch for us? And I started realizing it's because, you don't want to share your shine. And I was like, I get that. But like, I mean, if you can do it, because I also like later on in life, you start to appreciate the straight man more than you appreciate the big loud one.
For sure.
Yeah. That some people are really
good. To me, those guys are usually the most gifted in the group.
Yeah. Because they let it play out. They let it breathe. They're patient with it.
They are serious, literally the main character. Yeah. Like, it's all on them.
And you start to appreciate it more and more and more. And I'm like, okay, I do like this. And yeah, definitely. Using all the colors in order to make a better picture. And that's what I like about using improv and stand-up. And like when you develop a character in improv, like who says you can't bring that character?
Oh my goodness, there's been many times where I just came up with a voice, and I'm like, that's someone I can do on stage.
Yeah, and
it came from improv. So and everyone knows a lot of sketch and stand-up comes from improv. This is where it starts. Our whole life is improvised. I grew up with a strict mom. So I was improvising when I was younger because when she asked, why is this a B on your report card and not an A? I have to hurry up and think of a reason. That's improvising. Yeah.
Yeah, on the fly.
A lot of people don't realize that. That's our whole life is improvised.
Got to keep this ass safe, so I got.
That's right,
I gotta
right.
figure it out. And on top of that too, like I'm raised in the '90s, so like I'm a big fan of In Living Color.
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
like when I like that's comedy to me, and people are like, "Oh, that's sketch." And I was like, "Nah, it's
please.
funny. It's great. Like these are stand-up comics that are doing this shit
They
too."
don't think that's comedy when people don't think sketch. But sketch is. I thought comedy is something that makes you laugh.
Yeah.
So whether it's sketch, stand-up, song, whatever, it's
It used to always be like a.
That's funny how people.
They would always verse it like between each other, and I was like, okay, and they're like, well, you're a comic, so why are you, saying? I was like, well, I'm just someone that's a fan of funny, and I was like, so I don't care how whatever, because also it's like a drug addict. Like I don't care how I get high, I just need to get high.
Exactly.
I don't care where it's coming from.
I don't care.
Yeah. So, and then like all those guys too that were on that show were stand-up comics. They were great stand-up comics too. Yeah. And because they used all the muscles and stuff like that in order to bring stuff to life. And there's mad, like we were talking about the other day, like some of the best sketches. And we were talking, like one of my favorites was I can't remember the name of her, but it was Kim Wayne's doing it, and she's always sitting on the stoop.
Oh, nobody talk about Miss Benita something. Something about her neighbor. And then she said, "But girl, let me tell you what happened." Yes.
Yeah, she was like, but you didn't hear that from me.
Yes.
Yeah, she'd be like, oh, there's and she'd be all talking nice about it. She was like, but her husband's in jail, but you didn't hear that from me.
Yes, and how could just like that right there, how could someone not say that that's comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that show is so iconic, and I'm a huge fan of all of the Wayans. Yeah. I would love to meet them at least one of them one day. Like and I've been really big fan of Marlon. Like I love him, and I love his physical comedy. I love physical comedy a lot, and he's all over the stage.
I got I was lucky enough to be at my buddy they own the Haha Comedy Club in North Hollywood. Okay. And his Jack Assadorian. He'll probably be here. He's in the wall over here too. Okay. Really funny. And I got lucky enough because I was there, hanging out, and I was just doing my set, and Marlon comes in and he's working on being Pryor, so he's like, that's when he was like got that, like they were trying to be. I think he like shot a little bit or shot like a demo reel to try to like go for the role. Okay. But yeah, no, it was he was really cool, really chill, and I was like, oh, cool, because you meet comics. And
I know.
And I was like, oh, I hope you're cool, man. Because I've been watching you. And
I follow like comics that I really love. I listen to a lot of their interviews and stuff, and a lot of times you're like, he's so cool in this interview, but that might not be the same when he's just chilling in himself. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So I was like, but all those guys, and so like you said to Marlon too, like because they just came out with the Scary Movie.
Yeah, the new Scary Movie. Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen it yet. I want to check it out.
Yeah.
But they're like, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Wait a minute. Okay, I just got to say the part where he put the gun to the girl's head was like, "Give me your phone number."
Yeah. That shit is so. I like when he's trying to figure out how to dress. He's like, should I go with these ones? And he had like the house slipper and then the Uzi.
Yeah.
I was like, that's.
Wait, what about when Sean came by and was like, I came to pick up my son, and all he did was pick his son up and then put him back down and left. Love it.
Such a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and then but I didn't get to see. It's so funny because I didn't get to see white chicks. Everyone's like, you got to check out White Chicks, and that was like the only one that I skipped. Okay. Because I think I started like because once you start getting into comedy, you don't really get to do like the extra things anymore. Like I didn't get to watch TV. I realized like I didn't know. I didn't see the first like 4 or 5 seasons of The Office. I didn't watch Lost. I didn't watch any of those shows that came out at that time for when I started open micing it, because you're always out.
Always out. Yep, grinding. Yep.
And I'm the age where we didn't have DVR available like that, like they do now today, or YouTube or any of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So it was like, because you could catch all that stuff now whenever. Mm-hmm. I used to talk about like, back in the day, if you missed a show, you missed it. And if you're trying to catch it in the summer on a rerun, I dare you.
But now you can see anything.
Whenever just instantly.
Binge, yep.
Yeah, and were you a big fan of film and TV and stuff like that? Like, did you always want to be an actress and stuff like that?
Did I want to be an actress?
Yeah.
Not really, just...
No.
Improv, yes,
Okay.
but script, no.
Oh,
Like memorizing lines, that's just not me. I'm more off the top of my head, and I enjoy that more too.
You know what's
Improv.
funny? That is same here.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted I went to a theater class once, and I was like, they were
It's
like,
so different.
They were like, you have to read the script because the writer wrote those words. So that's what you have to say. And I was like, but it could be so much better.
Yeah.
Like if we could just put some more into this. So yeah, no, I totally get like the reading of it all is like I'm confined to this, and you don't want to be confined.
Not at all. And not only do you have to remember the script, you have to apply the emotion they want you to. The director imagines you crying at this level, but in improv, you can not cry at all if you don't want to. And so that's why I like improv.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more freeing.
That's why it's same here. I just like the stand up because it's like I'm my own stage manager and prop manager and and like the imagination I create, and it's like for me sometimes on the stage like I might do a bit the same bit, but I did it like 12 different ways each night because like I want to keep falling in love with it, and I want to find out where else it goes. And then it's like, oh, I think I saw about this earlier not so long ago. Sometimes even like the tone of it can change, and and then it opens up a whole nother avenue of
it really does.
I could play with this more now.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this toy again.
I learned that recently because when I play myself back a lot, I cringe because in my head I don't sound this way, but when I play it back, I can sound kind of whiny. And I've learned that when I get on stage, just be more like as opposed to so that when I hit that punchline, then I can go and then it blows that up and it sparks more than me being the whole time. So it's just little things like that. And I understand now when people say I was into a conversation that Godfrey was having with someone because I follow him. He's one of my favorite comics.
Oh yeah.
And
another cool dude.
Oh my God, so talented. And he was saying how he once met Jerry Seinfeld. And Jerry said, so how long you been doing this? And he said, 9 years. He was like, yeah, I've been doing that. And Jerry was like, yeah, that means you're only 9 years old in comedy. Yeah. And then it hit him like, wow, this is still early. I still got a lot to learn. And I realized that too. A lot of us don't find our voice. A lot of us don't really figure out, okay, I want to be a dirty comic. I want to be good. A lot of us do not figure that out until like 15 years later. So many people think that by the second year, you got this. It's not like that.
Not at all. And you definitely have to like have a like you said you're gonna back. Oh, no worries. No, it's okay. You were talking about like the age category when you're
9.
And it's funny because like you have to like get all the influences off of you, and it's like it's okay for you to have the influences on you in year 4 or 5. But then by 6 and 7, it should start. I shouldn't be able to watch you and tell exactly who I know your influences are. You know what I mean? Because it's like by that time you should be like, oh, you got the confidence to talk like you and not emulate or influence, the person that you like. And it's like you developed, like you said, your own voice or your own thought process on it. And speaking of influences, who are your influences?
Oh my goodness! So Chris Rock is the reason. I got like his specials. I used to quote different lines with my friends from his specials. Is his delivery, just the way he looks at life, the way he, everything he said. I guess it was social commentary with his style, because it's mostly like just taking things that happen, things we've all experienced or see in the news, and then he puts his spin on it, and it's funny, but he does it in a brilliant way. So I think between him and D.L. Hughley, because I used to watch Comic View every night when D.L. Hughley used to host it.
Yeah.
And he was just the funniest thing ever. I knew then that I loved comedy, but Chris Rock is the person that I think is the reason why it's like I want to do that. I was always funny, like in conversations or around family, just growing up. People are like, you're funny, Sam, you're funny. But if you would have told me I would have been a comedian or did this improv and stuff, all of that stuff happened because I came to Second City and watched those folks on that stage, and it opened my eyes. And I was like, I could do that stuff. And now it's crazy that I teach it, I perform it, I produce it.
You're in it.
Yeah, I just filmed my first comedy special with Open Bar Comedy last summer. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
So if you would have told me I would be doing any of these things, no way. Yeah.
When does it come out?
We came out last summer.
Oh, came out last summer?
It's called It's About Tam Time.
Oh, okay. That's hilarious.
Yeah, 30-minute special with Open Bar Comedy. So unlike dry bar comedy, with them you can curse and be dirty and stuff. Yeah. So it's 30 minutes. Great set. It was in Sarasota, Florida. Nice. Yeah, it was cool. I was asked to do it. So yeah, I'm loving the journey. It's
Congratulations.
just,
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, the journey is dope though, huh? It's like
It is. Hitting those milestones are the best. Because I know you mentioned Hollywood, and for the first time I performed in California last summer.
Okay.
So I did the Belly Room in Comedy Store, and I stood in
Isn't it a
line.
trip?
I was number 4 in line at. I just got off the plane and went and got in line. I was just in time to be guaranteed a spot for
Potluck?
the Laugh Factory.
Oh, the Laugh Factory. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Laugh Factory.
Yeah,
LA.
same line.
And then I got on stage, and the manager was like, "You were great. You were great." Yeah. So, yeah. First impressions are, is what's important, and I put a great first impression on them. So
Yeah.
I hope to go back and do more.
When you did the Belly Room, how was that?
That was the Crack 'em Up Thursdays.
Okay.
And it was packed room. It was so much fun. It was great. A lot of Detroit comics have moved to LA, so there was quite a few Detroit comics that were like in the green room and hanging out and supporting. So it was cool to see them there too.
You were nervous at all?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really. I should have been, but I just wasn't. I think because like my uncle was there, and then like I said, I was familiar with quite a few people in there.
So it's like very.
So I was like, oh yeah,
just chill.
Yeah.
That'll work. Yeah. And then and what do you have any goals in comedy that you want to hit, like a certain place or a room that you want to go and get into?
Pretty much all the improvs. Like I've performed many times at Toledo Funny Bone, for example.
Okay.
So my goal is to get to the other Funny Bones.
Okay.
Get to the improvs. Get to the Stress Factory. Like all of these that my faves perform at.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm performing where Ari Spears perform, then I know that I'm really progressing.
Yeah.
So,
and it's sad too when an iconic comedy club like shuts down.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I didn't get to do that stage.
Yeah.
Because it like Caroline's, I never got to do Caroline's.
I know.
And and that background is so, it's like, oh, I don't got a video of me in that background. That sucks.
I know, it's gone. And it reminds me of concerts because I love concerts, and I'm always like, I never got to see Rick James before he passed away. Yeah, so you're like, oh man, I missed that train. So yeah.
I know. It's so funny because like you say that because I'm always like, what concert would you see, dead or alive? And it's like, oh man, because I'm a big fan of Jimi Hendrix, so I was like, I'd have loved to see Jimmy play. And go see that. Then I would go back in time and go check that out. So yours would be Rick James, or who would you see?
Well, the only reason why is Rick James and really no one else because I've seen almost everyone. I've been to over 250 concerts in my life. Yeah. I've seen everyone from Jamiroquai to The Killers, Coldplay, Celine Dion, Michael Jackson twice, Janet Jackson 5 times, Usher, Beyonce, like everyone.
Really?
Moby, yeah, just everyone.
Wow. So
I love music.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love music. Music and comedy are my top 2.
To catch a grades.
Food's up there too. But I was blasting Earth, Wind, and Fire on my way here. So that's another group that, even though they're not gone, they're still here, but some people pass away and then they replace them with members.
Yeah.
So I regret not seeing them with their original members, but they're still touring. Like they're coming to Little Caesars Arena right next door, July 1st with Lionel Richie. That's going to be a good show. Yeah, I've never seen Lionel either.
You never seen Lionel? Okay. I want to see. Now that you said that, I was like, shit. I want to see After 7.
You want to see After 7? That's so random. After 7.
Because I think his son took over one of the spots.
Do they still perform?
I don't think so, but I would love to see that.
That is so funny. After 7.
You said about dying and replacing members, and I was like, oh, because the son sings. Yeah.
Like the Temptations, they've been replaced many times. I still see them when they perform.
Tony, one of them recently passed too, just recently.
Dwayne Wiggins. Yeah. He kissed me on the cheek when I was 16 years old.
Shut up.
I saw them at a club in North Carolina when I was down there for my family reunion, and it was a nightclub, and they were like, who wants to come on stage? And they brought up like 3 girls, and I was one of them, and Dwayne kissed me on my cheek.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But and Raphael Sadiq, he's no longer with them, but I still see him when he comes. He's amazing, and I never knew until recently.
Okay.
Oh my God. I never knew till recently that he produced. He's behind so many hits that we love, like people like Alicia Keys and D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Like I never knew that. So many people.
So many. He writes so much stuff.
Yeah, and, he's amazing.
Like I was even a fan too. Like Lucy Pearl when he was doing that group.
Lucy Pearl with Dawn from In Vogue.
Yeah. And what's his name from Tribe? Was it Fife from Tribe or something? Wait, who else was it? Because it was 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember who else it was.
Fife, Alicia Muhammad, and Q-Tip.
Okay, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
you're talking about?
Yeah, but like, what? Who was
In
in Lucy Pearl? There was 3 of them.
Oh, you're talking about Lucy Pearl. No. Yes.
The
It was
I'm trying to think.
was Q-Tip in Lucy Pearl?
No, it wasn't Q-Tip. It was, and I'm trying to think. Was it? Now I gotta know. I can't remember. And then
Wait, was Lucy Pearl Dawn? Raphael?
Raphael, Don, and who else? It should tell. Let's see.
When you said Tribe, I thought you were thinking of the members of Tribe.
Because there's 3 of them in there, and I'm trying to think who.
Can I zoom?
Yeah, yeah. Oop. I don't know what.
Yep, that's him.
Okay.
That's the DJ for Tribe.
Okay, then it was
Because
okay.
he DJ'd for Raphael when Raphael came.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I knew one of the members of Tribe was in. I could remember.
Yep.
But yeah, no. Because Raphael, he used to like own restaurants and stuff, and live in Sacramento, because where I'm from. Like, because he's originally from the Bay, you know. But like everyone like migrates after a while, like towards Sacramento, like other areas. But no. So yeah. I grew up on all that stuff, and I would love to seen them. I'm so like, you get to see everybody. You got to see everyone. That's awesome.
Everyone. Like even back in the day, I saw MC Hammer, LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane, Salt and Pepper, Biz Markie. Like all I did was go to concerts.
Even at like, you know what's great too is like when you catch them at like intimate off night ones that they end up doing, like people do and stuff like that. I was like, oh, dude. There was this place called Boardwalk over in where I grew up at, and it's just a small venue, and you know sometimes they would just do a drop-in set because they were heading on to the Bay, so they were like, oh, let's just get a little tune-up set, and it's like, it's so dope to catch like a nice intimate setting or an acoustic setting sometimes.
Oh man,
yeah.
I remember MTV Unplugged.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Maxwell and Jill Scott, people like that in smaller intimate clubs when they first started out, like St. Andrews Hall here downtown. It's like, I know at some point you get popular and you get big and you have to go to these arenas, but it's not the same, because I remember the Roots before anyone, I won't say anyone knew who they were, but like they were not mainstream. Like a lot of us hip hop heads, we knew who they were, and we were going to their small shows. And to hear Questlove play with the drums loud in your ear in this small space it sounds so much better than the bigger venues. But it makes sense that, you know, they're on Jamie Fallon and they're doing collabs with people like Erykah Badu and things like that. Now they've blown up over the years, so of course they're going to be at bigger places. But I wish, just like with Dave Chappelle, he came a few years in a row, it seems like, around COVID. I remember, because I even went to that show that he did where he was like really drunk and high. Did you hear about that one? I was there.
Okay.
It was like, he said he did weed in the back with Danny Brown, and so when he came out, he was like really high. It made the news. It went national. He even talked about it on his special, but I was at that show.
Okay.
But my point is, he did those 3 shows consecutively when he came to Detroit, next door at the Fillmore, which is smaller. But now he's going to be here in a couple of weeks at Little Caesars Arena, which is huge. So it's like, the jokes are still going to be great, but I would like to see him in the smaller
setting.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you said that, because Chappelle, I remember, but I do remember when he was here and then he like walked off stage because
that had to be the one.
There was one where he was like, this was like right when the Chappelle show was blowing up, and everyone was like, Rick James, bitch, Rick, and
that was long before.
And he got pissed off and he walked off the stage.
It was
like,
here?
Yeah, because they wouldn't let him finish the jokes, and then they started booing him.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But what was I gonna say too? Oh, but I was gonna say, come full circle, is you're talking about Questlove, and I think I seen that he's gonna be doing a documentary on Earth, Wind, and Fire.
He is. I saw that. Like, I was scrolling and I saw that.
And I was like, oh, interesting. I was like, okay. I was like, that's so that's gonna be cool to catch and stuff like that. But okay, I'm sorry. We should get to trivia.
Oh my goodness, we were talking a long time. Were you like this with everyone else?
Yeah. I mean, some.
Okay. See, I'm just passionate about everything. I could talk forever about this.
That's what I love, though. That's I'm saying here. So it's like, it's so good to talk to someone that like wants to conversate. Yes. But here we got here. I'll just give you. It's just the silly stuff. Hilarious. Here we go. Okay. What is so the first question is what does the SWV stand for in the R&B group?
Sisters with Voices.
Yes.
If I were in the group, I'd change it to Sisters with Vodka, but it's Sisters with Voices.
Sisters with Vodka. That's an improv troupe.
There you go. That's a good one.
That's actually, yeah, that's funny that we should try to like for those ones. Okay. It's so funny that it's music and it's got first two, actually three are all gonna be music. Whitney Houston went to the top of the charts with this 1992 song that was Dolly Parton's originally.
I will always love you.
Yes.
I thought you were going to ask me hard stuff like American history.
No. It's just
okay.
It's pop. It's just all over the place.
Okay.
It says wait. Detroit's Motown too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, Motown.
Before embarking on a solo career, Beyonce was part of what R&B group?
Destiny's Child.
Boom.
If I was in a group, I call it Destiny's Child Support. If I was in a troupe,
Destiny's
another troupe.
Child Support.
Yeah.
What is the California state's animal?
Oh my God, I don't know that.
Animal, yeah.
California.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a bear. California bear.
I
It's
would have
California
never.
grizzly bear. It
Okay.
says, that's okay. That's okay. How often are the Summer Olympics held?
Every 4 years.
Boom. There you go. You got 4 out of 5 so far.
You're trying to be tricky because you said specifically summer, like it's going to be a different answer for winter. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Because isn't it every 4 years, no
The
matter
4
what?
years, yeah. And then,
So I felt like you guys tried to make that tricky.
the Hollywood sign originally spelled out what word?
The Hollywood sign originally spelled out what word?
Yeah, some of it burned down, and now it just says Hollywood. But it used to say It should say more. It used to say more, but it was one big word.
It was one big word, and it included the word Hollywood.
Yeah.
But it was all one word with no spaces, no hyphen.
Nope. Just one big long word.
What? Hollywood Life? I have no idea.
Close.
Really?
Hollywood Land.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah. They burned down in a fire that they had, and then they just left it like that, though. And just
I did not. I bet so many people don't know that. I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah. Okay, so number 7 is this actor is notably starred in TV sitcoms How I Met Your Mother and Doogie Howser.
Oh my goodness. Those 3-word guys
Yeah.
get me every time. Neil Patrick Harris.
Boom, you got
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay. Okay, so number 8, actor Jim Carrey first made his name.
Oh.
Yeah, what show
Living
was?
Color.
Yeah. We just got to talking about it. Okay, cool. And then okay, number 9. Okay, here's a curveball. What do you call a group of porcupines?
Is this like a brain teaser joke or a real thing?
It's a real thing, yeah. I thought this
Is it
oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
a quill pack? It's just a guess.
No, but that's a great guess.
Okay.
It is a prickle of porcupines.
That sounds like a good troop name too.
Yeah, that is great. Okay, so last question.
Okay.
And you've got what?
Maybe
You only
5.
you only missed 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's 10 total.
yeah. So
Okay.
you're at number 9. Wait, no, 3. So you have 6 points. Actually, 6 points.
And what do we win? This Rice Krispie treat right here?
You would.
Okay, I'll take that.
Anything out of the snack bag. So if you want to wager any points, you have 6. You can wager as many as you want or none.
2.
2. Okay, you can wager 2. Okay. So, which number does every Major League Baseball player wear on April 15th?
Okay, I got to say this. I'm not going to get it right.
Okay.
I know nothing about sports. In fact, when I performed last week, I was telling the audience how just recently I learned that I was not supposed to be putting an S at the end of Scottie Pippen after all these years. I've been calling him Scottie Pippins.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So I'm not going to know that answer.
Oh no.
But I'm going to say 15. Just a guess.
Oh wait, no, it's not 15. It's 45. It's on April 15th, but everyone wears the number 45 for Jackie Robinson. That's his number.
Wow.
But
Did
yes.
you know that answer?
Yeah.
Like before looking it up, you knew the answer?
Yeah, because of a baseball fan. Because every time I watch baseball, it's all 45s because of him. His birthday.
So are you feeling FOMO that a game is about to start across the street in this beautiful weather? Are you going?
I'm an Oakland A's. I'm a Sacramento A's fan now.
Okay.
So I'm feeling FOMO because I won't be here next week when they're here.
I see. Okay.
So I'm all. But I did go to a game on Friday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely went to it. As soon as I got to this, I was like, is there a game playing? I would love to go.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
When I had my game show I was telling you about, it was here April 28th or 29th. I forgot already. but we were up against the Pistons playoffs right next door.
Oh,
yes, so
shit.
downtown was crazy, the parking and everything. But we still had an audience, and we had
That's
one of
great.
the best shows ever.
That's so good,
So,
though,
yeah,
because it's hard to,
yeah.
like, especially with all the sports things going on.
Because the thing you can't even when the thing about being located here, I don't care what date you get. If it turns out that someone's going to be in the Super Bowl and it wasn't planned, what are you going to do? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
I was to say,
because everything's right next door to us.
tell the audience where they can find you.
Okay.
And where you're going to be at next.
Okay. So you can find me at Tam White Comedy, Tam like Tammy, White like the color comedy. And I put up a lot of cool, I do a lot of sketches that I do myself, really fun content that I put online, as well as my show dates and some of my clips. Next, I will be, can I tell them about my show here?
Yeah.
It's coming back September 9th. Mm-hmm. And it's called Hip-Prov Improv Game Show with a dash of hip-hop, because I love music so much. So local comedians and improvisers compete with a lot of improv and hip-hop challenges. I host it, I produce it, I created it. Stevie Soul, Detroit's premier beatboxer, he's my beatboxer. He beatboxes at every show, because there are freestyle rap competitions also in the show. Each round, each part of the game is judged by comedian Michael McDaniel, who's kind of like my co-host. He's a awesome celebrity impressionist. He was like this close to getting on Saturday Night Live. He lost out to, like, I think Jay Farrell years ago. Yeah, he's very good. That's how good he is. And as each round, he judges each person as a celebrity. So imagine Steve Harvey or Donald Trump or Dave Chappelle breaking down what he thought about your last your pun or punchline. Yeah. So, and then audience win prizes, and everything we do is based off audience suggestions, so they're automatically a part of the show too. It's a lot of fun.
That's
so
awesome.
September 9th, Wednesday here, 7:30.
At the mic drop.
Yep, at
awesome.
the mic drop. But yeah, follow me, because I'm everywhere doing stand-up and improv and stuff. And I'll be headlining at Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase Labor Day weekend too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was going to say, definitely go check out It's About Tam Time.
It's About Tam Time. It's still on YouTube, my special. Yep.
I love that.
Yep.